consider like saying please? It's on a delay. Not yet. We're good. Damien definitely had a little bit closer proximity on his chase, especially in the outer zone. Both solid runs on chase, anyways. I just think Damien's was a little bit tighter, closer in the 3 touch and goes, and then through the last 2 as well, just a lot tighter. Chase, it would go to Damien for me. Yep. You gotta unmute him, Crazy. You probably got him muted. I can hear you back.
On that, just for the smoothness of the line and the fulfillment of the zones, I'd have to go for Damien as well.
So that one is gonna go to
Damien.
Damien. Yeah, somebody spam. Y'all need to quit spamming the chat.
Bound.
Captain.
Tokes.
Yeah, Captain. Captain dropped two tires. Damien only dropped one. Both of them pretty much filled their zones. Damien was shallow and coming out of the horseshoe. He was a little shallow, but he only dropped one tire on his lead. So mines would have to technically, honestly, I have to go to Damien.
Yeah, I got Damien too. So yeah, I went into Damien. Next up is Temple and Outlaw.
Yeah, Captain dropped one on the first clip, and then on the second. Both of them, both drivers felt their zones. Damien just shallow out of in that coming out of that horseshoe. That was pretty much it. Solid runs though.
Yeah.
All right, we got Temple, and Outlaw.
Outlaw Justin up there face.
Let me see.
Yeah,
Ready?
what's up, yo? But your stream ain't working.
It is running, man. You need to.
It's all.
You need to go to the next one. I restarted the stream.
Oh, okay. All right. You ready?
All right, I'm
Yep.
ready. Let me know when we're live.
We're good.
All right. Here we go.
All right, we are live with Temple and Outlaw. Team Kyoto. Outlaw does not have a current team, but he is currently a prospect for Team GDA. Coming into the touch and go area. So the last touch and goes. Good fulfillment on that last one, and that second one, and third one. All right, coming into the final outer clips. Very nice
Oh,
job by Temple here. You can tell the Outlaw was having a little bit trouble keeping up, but still good, solid run.
Who's spamming the chat, yo?
That's what I'm saying. Somebody's spamming it.
all right. Listen, everybody, listen.
Hang on.
Yep.
We're good.
All right, now it looks like we have Outlaw in the lead and Temple in the chase. Coming into the first inner clip, a little shallow there, a little too wide, I should say. Getting up onto the curb, onto that second one. Temple right up there with him into the touch and goes. A little shallow on that third touch and go, coming into the second to last outer clip here. A little shallow there. And missing the last outer clip, Outlaw just wasn't able to perform as well as he'd like tonight.
I'll let
It is
lead
unfortunate.
start with this one.
Kyoto. Both drivers was a little shallow. Well, Outlaw was more shallow than Kyoto was on the first clip. Outlaw dropped the tire on his lead on the second clip. Kyoto was good. Kyoto pretty much had a flawless finish in second half of his run. Outlaw, after the second clip, he dropped the tire, ran on the curb. He was shallow on coming out of the horseshoe, out of that going into the next zone, and he missed that last zone, completely missed the last zone. So mines will have to go to Kyoto.
Yeah. Mine's going to go to Kyoto also for the overall, for how much work we was on the days. Like you said, that tire drop and the just overall fulfillment of the zone. He filled those last perfect. And not to mention the second or the second, third clip of the horseshoe, he filled perfect too.
Yeah.
First, damn near perfect also. So it's, like you said, the end of the run was perfect. So, yeah.
Now we got up DeWag and Agreed.
Yeah.
DeWag will be leading.
All right. Whenever you're ready.
All right, now we have Dwag and Agreed. Agreed is with Team NFGA. All right, coming into the second inner clip. Good job there into the touch and go. Second touch and go, dropping the tire outside of that crosswalk there. Coming to the third, out of the third, into the fourth touch and go. Nice fulfillment here. Getting right up on that sidewalk. Good job by Dwag the Nuts and Agreed.
Did see one tire drop there on the outside, but I think that was the only tire drop in the run. I don't think he had one on the inner. Clean start. Justin, whenever you're ready.
Hey.
We're good.
Agreed? All right. Restart. Restart. All right. Ready, agreed?
Tell Agreed to back up. He's gonna DQ hitting that cone car.
Yeah, he's gonna
He's a
straight
little
up
close.
hit.
Something happened. He's not responding. Second.
Not sure what happened here.
Did my man nod off from doing a bump at the line?
Dwag is with Team Kyoto, am I right?
All right. Okay.
Are we good?
No, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here. Is he in the chat?
All right, we're back.
All right.
Good to go.
Here we go. We are back. TTV agreed and Dwag mess. And getting ready lap.
Yep, we got Agreed in the lead this time. Dwag in the chase. Initiation here, good initiation. Coming into the first inner clip here into the second. Dwag, ooh, little contact there by Dwag coming into the touch and goes over the crosswalk into the third touch and go here from the crosswalk into the fourth touch and go, trying to reach out there and touch it, and he does with Dwag right on his door, giving a little contact right there at the finish. And we're going to give it over to the judges to judge that run.
We'll go with
Oh
Luke
man, that
first.
was a close one.
Yeah, really was.
He had a drop on lead for
I was just
Yeah.
about to ask
Dwag.
that. That was wild. I was literally just about to ask that.
Yeah,
And
I'm pretty sure we had a drop on Dwag from the
Yeah.
lead.
we did, and I think
Those chases were
agreed.
pretty similar.
I'm looking back at Chase now.
I don't know about the chase being similar because Agreed had a gap on him pretty much the whole run into the last zone. Caught up around the
Let me go back
horseshoe.
there. What? Hang on,
Right after the horseshoe, he kind of took off on him again.
I'm looking
let
at
me go
Chase
back
again.
and look. We had a pause for a minute.
Yeah, he bumped him pretty good after this.
After that second flip, right?
He was close throughout the whole very last section.
So I'm watching
He was
Agreed's
close.
chase now. Drop tire and then the bump.
The first section was a little better. The last section was quite a bit better
And then if we fast forward,
as far as the chase goes. I think Agreed or Dwag's lead in that last section might have been a little better, but it's a close one.
I don't know,
Hmm.
bro. Yeah, like
Dwag had a
I'm
better chase in the outer zones, and then coming up for the finish. I mean, he was basically right there on him. He got his door right before the finish.
yeah, but you gotta
So,
look at the whole run though, not just.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
Agreed.
Agreed's.
With the
Look at
whole
Agreed's
section.
chase. Agreed's chase was choppy throughout the three touch and goes for the outer zone. If you watch back and watch that, like that was super
Yeah,
choppy.
that too, because Dwag went way out of bounds there too.
But
I'm
he
Um,
was he was shallow. Regardless of that, he was shallow. Like, watch it. As soon as they come out of that. Look, he went shallow regardless of that.
I'm
He
looking at dog. I'm
he
looking
really
at dog.
really dove into that.
I mean, I'm looking at the Wags leading them.
Dwag carried that lead out past the pole as well.
True. Was that a drop on the crosswalk?
It was. That was definitely a drop. I'm comparing the chase.
All right. I'm going out the lead.
For chase, I'm going with Dwag. I know there was a tire drop, but Agreed really dove into that outer zone and
I
made
want to see it
contact
again.
physically.
I want to see it again.
Yeah.
Hold on. And I'm looking at. I'm going to Agreed's lead now.
You say you're looking at Agreed's lead?
Yeah, I'm going back. I just looked at the Wags lead. Now I'm looking at Agreed's lead. Because you doing the chase, I'm doing the lead.
Mm-hmm.
Got a gap on him, about a 2-car gap on him coming out of the first. Caught up, contact.
And Dwag dropped that one tire.
Yeah. But then on the chase, for me, Agreed dove shallow into the first touch and go. He wasn't back far enough, and then he really dove into that second one and made contact.
And
And
dropped off.
that's two errors compared to one, missing a zone and then diving in to make contact to be shallow.
I would have to give that. I would have to give my vote to Agreed. He had the I mean, he got him coming off the line, and
Then
then
that's a one more time because we got one vote for each.
all right,
So line them up again.
yeah.
Agreed's gonna lead.
Back up a little bit, Dwag. Thanks, sir. You ready?
All right, we have a one more time with Agreed and Wag. Agreed in the lead, coming into the initiation in the inner clip. Good zone there. Dwag trying to catch up, get on that door, coming into the first touch and go. Good fulfillment there on that zone. Coming into the third touch and go, smashes the sign. I don't know if that's a tire drop, but it looks like he just knocked that sign over. Coming into the fourth touch and go into the final one. Can he reach it? And a little shallow on that final touch and go, but a solid run by Agreed. And Dwag was just playing catch up through that last zone, through those last touch and goes there. So we'll see what happens here. It's anybody's race still at this point. And we're going to send them off here for their second run with Dwag in the lead and Agreed in the chase this time. Here we go. Let's send it.
Let us know when you're
Waiting for the driver to ready up here.
We're good.
You ready, Justin? All right.
Yeah.
All right, driver's getting ready here as the cone car is giving them the go-ahead. Here they go. Dwag in the lead. Coming around, good initiation into the first inner clip. Good clips here. Agreed, trying to catch up, does in these touch and goes, coming across the crosswalk into the third touch and go. Good fulfillment of these touch and goes into the fourth one here. We got Agreed right on him. The proximity is way better by Agreed here. I think he might have the upper hand here. We'll see what the judges have to say.
Yeah, no doubt with that one on the chase. That one definitely goes to Agreed.
Yeah, for sure. The only reason that I think there's a discrepancy there is because the end of that run, that chase was disrupted a lot by that outer zone on Agreed after the third touch and go for the horseshoe. He got quite a lot of angle there, and and almost had decelled brake to not go and not drop that tire. He got so much angle there, but it's also Swag's job to watch that. But
I'm going back to Agreed's lead now. I believe he dropped a tire coming out of the crosswalk. He ain't hit the sign, but he hit the curb.
it might have been. I'm looking. It might have been 2 tires on that curb even.
No, it was only one. I just looked at. I'm looking at it.
Okay.
Now. Yeah, it was only one. And he was you say shallow on the last zone, right? Agreed.
Yeah, I think ultimately it's going to go to Agreed.
Yeah, my chase is going for Agreed on that one. So next we got up Ashton and Game Face.
Yeah, I mean, if he dropped the tire, he got to kind of give that.
Is Game Face in the lobby?
Yeah, he is.
It's 2-on-1.
All right, we got Ashton and Game Face. Team Hellbound. In this BMW. BMW M2 versus Toyota Chaser.
Let us know when you're ready.
We're good.
All right. Do we need
Yeah, Game Face. You back up a little bit, Game Face. Thank you, brother. All right, here we go.
All right. We got Ashton in the lead here. Team Kiyoki. Coming into the first corner here. Good inner clip here. Second inner clip. Very nice. Good up. Nice and close up to that sidewalk. Into the touch and goes. Maybe dropping a tire there over the crosswalk with Team Hellbound right on his back, on his bumper, coming up, gaining some proximity. Good job here by Ashton and Game Face.
Solid run. The only reason that I think the end of that run, a lot of Justin, give us a go ahead.
All right, so Ashton's going to have to give a better chase than that, and he will probably have the upper hand if he's able to stick with Game Face here on this run here. Coming into the first inner clips, good job there. Coming into the touch and goes, leaves that first touch and go early, might have missed it into the third touch and go. Good fulfillment there. Could have been closer to that sidewalk though. Into the fourth, really shallow there. Coming into the last one, good fulfillment there, and it looks like Game Face was pretty good on proximity there. We'll see what the judges have to say and see if he was closer and who had the upper hand on this one.
Ooh,
We'll go with lead. I'm watching back now on the chase.
I'm looking at the lead now. From both. Starting with Ashton.
Team Kiyoki and Hellbound showing out.
Yeah, I should have a little lead. Drop the tire. Got more than that first outer. Man, I don't know. I think I'd have to give that to Game Face.
Yeah.
For the overall, because
he got proximity on him too from
Game
second,
Face
from third to
shallow
fourth.
going into the Game Face shallow going into the inner clip the second one. Then he missed the zone.
I'm rewatching his lead now. I wasn't watching lead.
Yeah, I'm just confirming. Make sure I'm not tripping.
Yeah, he's a little shallow.
Did Ashton drop a tire on his lead? Was it a full tire over that?
On that crosswalk?
Yeah.
It was the back bumper. And the drone put the camera right on the back.
So he didn't drop a tire there then?
I was the back bumper.
Okay, then yeah.
Man, hold on. I'm watching one more
Hey,
thing
y'all can
real
watch
quick
both
before
of
I
them,
even
but
answer.
the drone put the camera right on the back bumper.
Yeah, he didn't drop.
I think one of the main reasons why Ashton's chase through that last section wasn't as close is because he didn't have game face, didn't have enough angle into that last.
Oh yeah, so he straightened out to take off a little bit.
Yeah, so he started to straighten up and take off a little bit in that zone, which made it so that he couldn't catch up to him.
Yeah.
That's why I saw the separation there.
Wow, we got replay.
So
I'm giving that to Ashton.
I think I'm
His zone was better. He didn't miss his zone. Didn't straighten up.
had
Agreed.
more angle through the last two zones.
Yes.
going with Ashton.
Had a phenomenal chase through the first section of it. He just kind of lost chase there because he probably only had 30-degree angle through that, and then he caught back up at the very end because he got angle into that last zone, but into that other zone he was almost straight for a little bit. He was at like a 25-degree angle for a little bit to get out to that thing.
Right.
So yeah, I'd give it to Ashton.
And I think Ruthless was in here. No, because he's got the bye. So I think that concludes the first set of runs.
Yep.
All right, we'll be right back.
back on
Crowd
scene.
tell us what they gonna
We
be.
have our last group of drivers here. First up, we have Mosh Pit and No Slide, with both with Team LDT going up against each other. These two are pals for life. We're about to see what kind of runs they can
What?
throw down, knowing each other so well. This should be a good one.
What do you mean by that?
We're good.
And here we go. Justin, you ready?
Yep, no
All
slides
right.
in the lead. Mosh pits in the chase.
All right, here we go.
Here
All
we go. No cars giving them the go ahead as we start here. We got No Slide in the lead here. Mosh Pit in the chase, both in RTRs. Newer, one older version. Oh, we got a little bit of contact coming through the inner clips into the touch and goes here. Coming into the third touch and go, we see that Mosh Pit is trying to catch up going into the fourth touch and go as No Slide just takes off and says, "See you later, brother. I know we're buddies, but I have to leave you behind." That was a good run by both drivers there. A little upset come through the inner clips, but No Slide was able to hold it together, bring it through those touch and goes, and do what he had to do.
We're good.
Wait up, Josh. We gotta get the names set.
We're good.
All right.
All right, we got Mosh Pit in the lead here. Coming into the first inner clip here, good job there. Coming into the second one, good job there as well. Coming into the touch and goes over the crosswalk, dropping 3 tires over the crosswalk, coming and finishing the run, still going through the final touch and goes with No Slide a little bit closer than he was, but still quite a distance between the two cars. All right, we're gonna have to see what the judges have to say about that, but I think we see it's pretty clear.
Yeah, that's gotta go to Mosh Pit. Or I mean, No Slide. Sorry.
Going to
No,
Mosh
def-
Pit, so it's going to No Slide.
That's definitely got to go to no slide for me as well. Especially with the lead on that. Next up is Kai and McNally.
Katsuharu's leading.
Yep, Kai will be leading.
McNally and Kai in his R35 in that burnout box, waiting for McNally to pull up. I don't think McNally needs burnout box, so he's just letting Kai do his thing.
McNally in the last Prince.
We have McNally in the building.
Pull on up, McNally.
You got another nodder.
We got a nodder.
If someone wants to hit drone mode and grab a picture of all these people parked.
All right, we're gonna take this opportunity to grab some pictures. Oh, we got McNally. He's awake. The nodder's awake.
And he does want a burnout box.
He does want a burnout box. That beautiful R30.
Burnout box. He fell asleep with a burnout box.
Car dive.
Oh,
Car dive.
Yes,
man.
and
it got no
Seventeen.
gas in it. All
Is
right,
that what
start back up.
Thank you,
He's
said
having a
they got
little.
gas
He's
in it.
having a little trouble with the R32 right now. You know those RBs can be a little pesky sometimes, but he's picking it back up.
He's
And,
on a 18 tank, so we know that's not the problem.
right. Exactly. So here we go.
Here we go.
Got Kai in the lead, Team LDT and Hellbound. Coming into the initiation, good flick here by Kai into the touch and goes with McNally kind of losing some speed there. Looked like it bogged out a little bit, losing a little proximity coming through the touch and goes. We had Kai coming through the fourth touch and go. Good fulfillment of that touch and go there. And the last one, getting the tire up on the sidewalk with McNally knocking at his door. McNally could have been a little closer, and it seems like he had a little trouble coming into the touch and goes after the inner clips. Maybe bog it down a little bit. Um, maybe he'll get that sorted out. Do some tuning between runs here, but
Good.
get the team together. We got Kai in the chase this time with McNally in the lead. Cone Car is going to get these boys ready to go and give
Ready,
them the
Justin?
go ahead here.
All right, here we go.
All right, we got McNally in the lead with Kai in the chase. Coming up into the initiation, good flick here by McNally, putting a wheel on that sidewalk, it looks like, with Kai in the chase. Getting a little shallow there, dropping 2 tires. McNally coming through the third touch and go, and Kai is catching up here, playing a little catch up, coming through the fourth touch and go into the last touch and go. McNally, big angle on that last one there. That was a good run by McNally, although he did drop those 2 tires. Kai did have a little bit of a closer chase through the first section, so we're going to have to see what the judges have to say.
It's gonna go Katsuhara for me.
Yeah, that the lead created
Those,
a pinch point on the chase and the 3 touch and goes.
yeah, those 3 tires.
Yeah, it was 3 tires, and he dropped 2 tires in the one zone. So that's going to Cat.
Yeah, good runs, good runs.
Beautiful job by Katsuhara, Team LDT.
All right, next we got a Damien Bro and Jay Temple.
Jay Temple, one of our winners, and Damien, a podium finisher.
And Jay Temple will lead.
This should be a heater.
It should be a good one. Temple had a great lead run his last run. Good chase his last run.
Yeah, he really did. He was able
Awesome.
to pull it in for the win.
Ready?
All right, here we go.
All right, we got Team Kyoto, Jay Temple, Team IMP, Damien Bro, and his FDRX7 coming up in the good initiation there into the first clips here. Good job there by Jay Temple. Right up on that zone on the touch and goes, just nicking the sidewalk with Damien right on that door as usual, what he's known for. Best chases in the league coming into the finish line. What a beautiful run by both these drivers here. Really showing off their skills and showing that they are settled into those cars.
Jeez, it almost taking out the sign on that third clip in the
I'm
roundabout.
saying, man, he was like on the edge. Like, call him Maverick.
Justin, you
Yep.
good, Justin?
Yep.
All right.
All right, we got Jay Temple in the chase. Damien Bro in the lead this time. You can hear that FD rotary just spooling up there coming into the inner clips. Good job here coming into the touch and goes, doing the same thing but dropping a tire over the crosswalk. Damien Bro trying to reel it back in for these final touch and goes, getting as close as he can to those sidewalks, trying to do a little bit better of a job than Jay Temple, but he just can't do it as he spins out over the finish line. I tell you what, if that spin out was just a little bit sooner, it might be a DNF, but it looks like he got lucky on that one, but he did drop a tire, so that's really going to count against him. So we're going to give it over to the judges and see what they got to say.
Did Damien drop a tire on his last zone? Did he go up on the curb?
Who?
Did Damien drop a tire on that last zone?
I'm watching it right now.
Yeah, he did. You can see his car jump up.
Yeah, he did. So yeah, I think I have to give it to Temple. Damien had 2 tire drops on his
Damien
lead.
saying
Temple.
in the chat that he was hit. That's why he spun.
Oh, the spin was after the finish line.
Okay.
I'm not counting the spin at all.
Yeah, Damien's chase was really well.
Damien's chase
There was a tire drop on the Temple for the chase on the inner clip.
at the start there.
The second inner clip. So normally, to me, if you're within proximity and there's a tire drop, the way this inner clip works, there shouldn't be a tire drop, regardless. There shouldn't be one there.
Yeah, but if he was in proximity there, which he was
I'm going back to
clear.
watch it. I mean, that's what I'm saying is that's my only thing that I've got. Other than that, the chases. Even in the transitions when Damien pulled on the lead, he was right back on him through all of the zones.
Yeah,
I'm going back to
I
watch
think
now.
Damien's chase was a little better, but I don't think it was that much better to warrant or to
That's what I'm getting at.
override.
The only thing that I've got to go off is that tire drop if it's going to be counted. I don't really have anything else on Chase because of how close they actually are. And like I said, I know Damien was pulling proximity out of the zone, but when the next zone was initiated, he's there back on the door. And the only thing I have is that drop. And it's
The
such a
only
heavy
thing,
drop. I mean, if you go back and watch it,
yeah,
that drop's
really,
kind of heavy.
on the chase, you mean, or the
Yeah,
lead?
but on the chase for Temple, his drop on that second inner clip is pretty heavy. I mean, that's pretty far up over there. There's no reason to be that far ahead in the chase. Like you'll see it here. It's like he braked too early and come up over the curb. Because the proximity's out of transition. If you look at that proximity onto the second inner clip, I mean, he's back.
Yeah. I'd say run it again then, because that's a drop from Temple in his chase, and the chase from Damien was a little bit better.
And then Damien had
but
a drop on his lead on the crosswalk. I'm looking at it in stream now.
Damien had 2 drops on his lead. He had a drop on the crosswalk and a drop right at the finish. But I don't know if that was before the bump or after the bump. I think it was as the bump happened. So, but
Yeah.
it
And
looked
the
like he
finish is
might
at
have
the
been
pole.
going. I'm looking at it one more time. Yeah, he bumped the curb way before the pole and came up shy on the last touch and go on the last zone. I'd say run it again.
I have no
One more
clue what
time.
McNally's getting irritated about. Do you guys not read chat? Why do I have 14 people in my lobby? This isn't your lobby. I'd really like a judge or event staff to at least acknowledge my message. We're not ignoring you. We're trying to run the event. Okay. So we're gonna do a rerun on that one between Jay and Damien. Damien's gonna lead.
Yes, you can't handbrake at the start, Damien, for initiation. All right. You ready, Justin?
Yep.
Right. We have Damien Bro and Temple for a rerun. Damien in the lead this time, coming to the inner clips here. Good job there, Temple. Keeping up with him as they come to the touch and goes over the crosswalk. Good proximity to the line here with Temple right on him, coming through the 4th touch and go. Getting close up to those sidewalks, and a good finish here by Damien with Temple right there with him.
The run, Damien.
That was a very solid, clean run by both drivers here.
Damien might have dropped on that first inner, but might have popped up on that curb.
I can't see because of the shade right there from that building.
You ready, Justin?
Yeah, just a second. Alright, we're good.
Let's do this thing. Temple in the lead with Damien Bro in the chase. All right, good initiation here coming into the inner clips. Nice. Damian Bro does put a tire up on the sidewalk, but I believe he was in proximity, so he should be good. Coming over the third, touch and go as we come across, initiating, transferring into the fourth, touch and go into the last one here with Damian Bro right there with him. Man, the judges are going to have to nitpick these runs because they were both smooth runs, good runs by both drivers. So yeah, they're just going to have to pick it apart. All right, take it away.
I'm watching Damien lead now.
So the chase.
That was
We do have that one for Damien on that drop. I'm looking back at the proximity now, to see what's actually going on with that.
he was definitely in proximity. It was immediately after the initiation, I think.
Let me look. But the lag isn't on our end, McNally. That's the thing. The lag is on your end. It's not our end.
Yeah, he was definitely in proximity there. But
Like
All
I
right,
said.
I didn't see, just to confirm, I didn't see no tire drops from Damien on his lead.
okay. Yeah, I needed to confirm that because I wasn't sure. I thought I might have seen it, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
No, I'm watching it now as well, just to confirm with y'all. It's not.
Yeah, and then if there's no tire drops on Damien's lead, then I think that's a win for Damien.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm watching Temple now, just to make sure.
He filled those outer zones, the 3 outer zones solid, had tons of angling the first touch and go, or the second to last outer, and had a bunch of angle into that end of the last outer too. Yeah, and he hit zone 1 and 2 almost, and 3 almost perfect. 4 he was right out to the edge. The only one he was a little tiny bit shallow on was 4. Yeah, I think it's got to go to Damien.
Yeah, no tire drops. Damien's lead was a lot. First 3 zones was a little bit more smoother than Temple's was.
All right. So next we got Agreed and
That
Ashton.
was a tough run. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah, for sure. Great rounds, guys. He made it tough on us for sure.
Yeah,
I
with
mean,
no
you
tire
gotta pick
drops
them.
and literally the
You
same
gotta pick things
proximity.
apart like that.
Yeah,
It's just
nitpick that
tough,
apart.
dude. Good runs, guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I gotta go to Damien on that one.
Mm-hmm. All right, so who we got up now?
We got Agreed and Ashton.
All right, Greed's leading.
Yeah.
All
Nice. We have Agreed and Ashton
right.
pulling up to the start line. Team
I'm good.
Kyoki, Team NFGA.
Ready?
All right, here he goes.
All right, here we go. We got Agreed in the lead coming into the initiation. Oh, a big contact by Ashton coming through the clipping area into the touch and goes. Dropping a tire over the crosswalk with Ashton right on his tail. Agreed coming over. Oh, big angled throw coming over the finish line. He might have missed that last touch and go.
Big hair chase there from Ashton in that
Yeah,
last second. Big angle throw and just a little too much, dude. A little too early on the transfer there.
Too much
yeah.
mustard there, Mike.
Too much sauce. Too much sauce.
Too much mustard there, Mike.
Just a little bit of mustard.
You ready?
Just a little bit.
All right, here we go. Got Ashton in the lead. Agreed in the chase. Agreed getting a good start here, making sure he sticks with Ashton into these inner clips here. Good zone fulfillment. Those inner clips by Ashton coming across. Ooh, we have Agreed losing it a little bit coming into that crosswalk, dropping the tire, coming over the fourth touch and go. Agreed. Ashton was big lag spike at the last touch and go of the run. I don't know if the judges
that was gonna be a
let that
solid
go.
finish. That wasn't gonna affect anything.
Yeah, that's a complete run anyway.
Yeah, that was right there at the finish. That would have been a solid slide all the way through between lead and chase.
Yeah,
That
he
was
was
a perfect finish for
he,
both.
he was right on him at the end there.
As far as
I went ahead.
Ashton,
Oh, go ahead. My bad.
you're good. As far as Ashton and his chase, that major bump on the initiation for me.
Yeah.
I know there's a tire drop for him, but I'm not sure if there's a tire drop in his lead. I'm gonna leave that up to Bag. But for me, it would have to go to Agreed just for that chase.
I'm over again here.
All right, Bag.
Yeah, I'm looking at everybody's lead now. I just got done watching Agreed, watching Ashton's now.
I got you. What you got for us, Crazy?
Yeah, I think Agreed probably had overall more solid together performance, chase and lead. He had him through those last two zones pretty tight. The only place that he really lost a little bit of proximity was in that horseshoe, but other than that, he was pretty tight to him the whole time. So I think I'd have to give it to Agreed also. So yeah, Agreed it is on that one.
Yep. I'm gonna fix it now in the bracket.
I just got one question. The contact. I understand he hit him on the contact, but he missed his zone and missed a complete zone.
I know he might have missed his even if he wasn't in the depth for the inner clip. I mean, regardless of where his position was, that contact was gonna happen regardless. If that makes sense. No matter what lead was doing on that run, Chase would have still done the same thing he did.
I'm watching it now. No, he was just lead was just e-braking into that corner,
Yeah,
and
no matter
Agreed just
what
came
the
in.
lead had going, that chase was too quick. He should have decelled into that as well, and he just come through it.
Okay.
Next we got up Ruthless and No Slide. And
Ruthless Team Hellbound.
And he got a bye on the first run. So this will be his first run of the night. We're ready.
Gonna get Ruthless.
All right, Ruthless.
Bye run.
Run that run, buddy.
All right, let's get it, my man.
Wait. We got Ruthless and No Slide going. I already gave him the bye from the first round.
Oh, No Slide.
Yeah.
Get up here.
My bad. I know we were gonna give it to him. We were gonna give it to him, and then we got everybody else in the lobby and started. It kind of got pushed back on accident. My bad, bro. Yeah,
Well, what's better than a bye run than a battle?
All right, we ready?
We're ready.
All right.
Here we go. Hellbound getting straight into the action. Ruthless James in the lead. No Slide in the chase coming into the first inner clip. Oh, over angled by Ruthless James. I lost him there for a second. Misses the second inner clip. Coming into the touch and goes across the crosswalk into the fourth touch and go as he transitions into this zone. Shallow on that fourth touch and go into the finish here with No Slide.
On there.
That was a rough couple clips there. I'm not too sure what happened. Might have to replay that to see exactly what went on there.
Anything can happen.
Yeah,
Feel kind of
anything
bad because
can.
he got thrown into that on a cold run.
I do
Yeah.
too.
I'm not gonna put sympathy into judging for that reason, but I will make it noted that he definitely went into that cold.
You ready, Justin?
Yeah.
Here we go.
All right, we got No Slide, Team LDT in the lead. Hellbound Ruthless James in the chase, coming into the inner clips here. Good initiation there. Coming into the second clip, touch and goes. That was, ooh, dropping a tire. Ooh, almost missing that third inner clip and smashes the wall there. Oh my gosh, that's a little rough there, coming into the fourth and dropping 2 tires across the finish line on the last touch and go.
Okay.
Anything can happen.
So
Anything really.
my perspective on the chase. So the leads both had major correction issues. Slide being in the outer 3 touch and goes, James being on the inner clip. However, No Slide took 2 zones to recapture that. I know I'm speaking into the lead, but it did take
I
that.
think it was. I
Whereas
think it,
James was able to recover. On top of that, for the chase, James did have closer proximity in his chase. I know it was hard to judge the initiation because of James's lead, but through the course entirety, James did have closer proximity.
well, first of all, that was a DNF. It was an over angle from James on his lead on the initiation.
Big
Mhm.
It was
fact.
it was bumped into that wall and straightened out, and opposite drifted the other way for No Slide.
Mhm.
So it's a double DNF.
Yeah.
So they need to run it again.
Mm-hmm. I was just waiting on my turn to talk.
I mean, which is
Yeah, we got No Slide
extremely
back
for-
leading first.
which is extremely fortunate for Ruthless. What a lucky break. And they both get another run. So here we go. Ready lights.
I feel like No Slide might have did that on purpose.
Like
Here we
football,
go.
yo. And
He's
he's
a
No
in
nice
Slide
guy. No, if I know him like I think that he might have.
in the lead here, coming into the touch and goes with Ruthless James on his bumper, missing that third touch and go. Transferring into the fourth here, can No Slide hit it? And he does, with Ruthless James getting right on that back bumper, a little bit shallow on that last touch and go there, but a solid run.
Solid run. No drop tire on the first.
All right, we're going to switch it up here.
All right.
We got Ruthless James in the lead this time in that beautiful WRX STI. Good inner clips here, holding it together this time, showing what he's made of. Look at that crosswalk. Wow,
he stretched that.
he did. He coming around to the fourth touch and go, touching that sidewalk with the back tire. Woo! Look at that.
That was a hell of a cleanup, yo.
Yeah, it was. And, I was watching Chase and I noticed the lead on that one.
Yeah, that was a hell of a cleanup.
Yeah, I was watching Chase and noticed the lead on that.
Beautiful.
All around, I'm just gonna have to go with Ruthless on that run.
I agree.
I think so too. Yeah. And No Slide had a big chase or a big drop on the first enter.
And Kai gets a
With
bye off of that one.
really shallow into the third touch and go in the horseshoe.
Yep.
Kind of shallow in the first outer, or the second to last outer, and pretty shallow in the last outer. So Yeah, it's got to go Ruthless.
Yeah, and then Kai gets a bye for how the bracket works. So next up we got Damien and Agreed.
Damien leading.
Damien, bro.
Damien Bogey's on up to the start gate.
Yeah, we got Damien, bro, and that FD wide body.
We're good
Give
to
us a
go.
go ahead. All right, here we go. 2, 3, send it.
S15 setting it into the first corner off the initiation. Beautiful initiation. There's some contact on the first inner clip. Over the second inner clip. Good. Oh, dropping the tire over on the sidewalk. Damien, bro, coming across the touch and goes off the sidewalk, off the crosswalk, I'm sorry, into the fourth touch and go here with Agreed right on that door as they finish.
He
Beautiful run.
definitely tapped him in and they went across the line from that tap. He definitely grabbed his door on the end.
Yeah, that makes sense.
At the very You ready?
Yep, we're good.
All
Right, we got Agreed in the lead this time. Team NFGA and IMP. Good initiation here by Agreed into the first inner clip. Getting sideways as they come into the touch and goes. Damien, bro, right on that door over the crosswalk. Transferring into the fourth touch and go here. Stretching it out here and getting good proximity in that touch and go. Right on that door. Damien, bro, not giving him any room to breathe.
Wow, that chase was ridiculous from Damien.
right.
That tire drop was in proximity again. Um,
After the initiation was a little backed off into the first inner, but after that he caught up.
yeah, we had some major contact from Ashton,
Was
or not
that
Ashton, but
contact? Is that
Agreed.
contact? Was that contact from Agreed? Hitting Damien, bro. Did that cause Damien, bro, to drop a tire on that second inner clip?
Yeah, I believe so.
I mean, that was a hell of a contact. I will say Damien controlled that really well because that could have been a lot worse depending on who was driving that car.
All right, so you can't fault Damien for that.
No, I
Other than
can't.
that, when Damien's lead, he ain't had no more tire drops.
No.
No.
All right, but Agreed dropped one, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Damien did. He dropped one on the first
Let me go back and
outer.
watch. That's what I was doing right now. I'm going back to watch.
He dropped one on the first outer pretty hard. But filled the next two zones great. And I think, yeah, Agreed smashed him pretty good.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm watching it now.
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah, so what that did was with that contact is that pushed Damien out of his line. It pushed him further out for his transition than what he wanted to be. So it
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
altered his line for the second clip into the first touch and go. It definitely did that.
Yeah, and the rest of the run was solid as can be. I think it's got to go to Damien.
Yeah, that one's going to Damien from me.
The chase was phenomenal, and that contact was just a little too much on that chase.
Ruthless and Kai,
Yeah, good runs, good runs,
definitely some
solid
good
run.
runs. So we got Ruthless leading, and then Kai in the chase. Let me check this to make sure it ain't something about the event.
Whenever you're ready.
All right, I'm ready.
All right.
We have Ruthless James and Katsuhara. Team Hellbound and LDT. Good initiation here by Ruthless James. Wide on that first inner clip and dropping a tire on the second inner clip. Coming into the touch and goes really shallow on that second touch and go and the third, with Katsuhara playing catch up here as he comes across the fourth touch and go. Good proximity to the line there. Good finish here by Ruthless James. He had a couple of shallow zones and a tire drop, and Katsuhara was playing a little catch up in some zones, but that we'll see what the judges have to say about that later, if it was due to low angle or what could have played into that.
You talking about that contact?
We're ready.
I honestly did miss the contact, so you guys have to call that. Come into the start here, Katsuhara and Ruthless James. Ooh, little contact there. Saw that one for sure. Into the touch and goes. Third touch and go. Ruthless James trying to catch up here. Gonna sacrifice a little bit of my line mimicking here to get up on that bumper.
I'll go see how this lead happens here.
For the chase, I do feel like right there for Ruthless, that contact really got him. Kai maintained his lead and just really pulled away for those 3 touch and goes, and then he did take a little bit of a dive. Ruthless did to gain some proximity back and pulled it back, and he was pretty close. He was almost within complete proximity by the finish. I just feel like Kai had a little bit better proximity in that. I'll let y'all go for lead.
Yeah. I think I'd have to give it to Katsuhara overall, just because of that contact. It was a hard break into that initiation zone, but he's able to do that. It's a big decel zone into that initiation. So I would have to give it to Katsuhara because of that big contact there.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Dead on.
All right.
And
This is saying that he did drop 10 or so miles per hour in the initiation. Is that going to affect anything?
that's
Well, another thing is, if you saying he can use the handbrake on the initiation, y'all don't have a marker out there whereas though, you know what I mean? Where he can and you got to get off of it. So if you can flood it, you know what I mean, like full sprint down the street, you know what I mean, and then just slow down, hold the e-brake,
Well,
so you can hit that.
okay. So there's where that's gonna differ. If you grab
Yeah.
that e-brake and you're sliding that e-brake, you're gonna decel a lot. If you grab
Mm-hmm.
that e-brake to flick that initiation, there's a way to do that where you're not dropping speed. Obviously, you're gonna lose something. You're slamming the e-brake onto the rear tires. You're locking it up. But I mean,
Right.
there's a difference in riding the e-brake than just yanking the e-brake to get your rear
Yeah.
end out and initiate. He
Yeah.
didn't grab that e-brake and ride that e-brake to an extent that he dropped from 80 to 50. You know, and he didn't smash. If you watch back and look at it, he didn't smash out from the lead. He might have had a little, gripped up and had a better pull on his initiation just from his tune, but he didn't drop a gear and try and disappear on James either. You know,
yeah. I'm watching back again right now.
he got into it and he actually let out a little bit. You can go back and see it. He physically dropped out a little bit.
No, I'm looking at it now. He good.
I don't want I want full clarity on that. I don't want nobody left wondering why. Or yeah, you can
I
see
mean,
he even dropped out of that.
Katsuhara slowed down, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't excessive, and you can break into that first zone. I mean, if you're going to go wide, you need to break into it. I mean, I don't know. I mean, the only problem I have with that is it wasn't clarified where the decel zone was
And I can understand that.
in that zone. You know? But at the same time, if you're coming in hot enough to that zone to hit him and disrupt yourself, spin yourself out. I mean, you're coming into that zone pretty hot on his ass.
Still, overall, for me, for Chase, you know,
I'm giving it to Katsuhara. My vote's going to Katsuhara.
Yeah, I think mine's gonna go to Katsuhara too.
yeah. And then for the final for tonight, we got Damien in the lead, and then Kai in the chase.
Damien lead, Katsuhara chase.
Oof.
You better bring
That's
your A game,
alright.
Kai.
Yeah,
You better bring your
Katsuhara
A
goes
game, dog.
against Damien, bro.
No pressure, my man. Damien's a G.
Yeah,
You ready,
you got
Justin?
this guy. Just stay cool, bro.
Yep, I'm ready.
All
Damien,
right, here we go.
dang man, let's go. Damien, bro, in the lead. Kai taking off, leaving the lead in the dust as they come into the first inner clip. In the second one, a little shallow though, but Damien could have been thrown off there by Kite's, you know, the way he did that there. Coming into the fourth and the last touch and go, Guy got right on his door on that last one. That was beautiful. All right, we're going to change it up with Kai in the lead.
We're ready.
All right. R35 versus FD. Here we go. Guy in the lead, Damien in the chase. Good initiation here coming into the first inner clip, second inner clip. Good job here by Katsuhara missing that first touch and go. Shallow on the second one, might have missed it. Coming across the fourth touch and go, good zone there. With Damien right on his door the entire time, pretty much. Good finish there by both drivers.
Katsuhara was nervous.
Yeah, definitely. I don't
Definitely.
know what was up with that chase, bro. For Chase, though, I will go with Damien. Damien definitely had a little bit better proximity throughout the entirety of the course. If I'm not mistaken, for lead, if y'all want to watch that back for tire drops as well on the minor clips, I believe
Yeah,
there
he
was a
did.
double on
You
both.
know, I was with it. Yeah, I was with it. He dropped one. He dropped one and one on interclip 1 and 2.
Yeah, for 2 drops, exactly. Overall, for that run, I will have to go with Damien. Chase was a little wonky for Kai. But
Yeah,
yeah,
went with
I'm
Damien.
going with Damien on that one, man. I know you're my teammate, man, but I got to call this true. That definitely goes for Damien.
God, hey,
Look at that.
good
He giving him a
sportsmanship,
car hug.
baby.
Hugging it out.
He giving him a car hug.
Good sportsmanship, man.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, that was great. So that's going to conclude it for this. We have the winner, Damien, bro,
I want to
with
line
second
up.
place,
Line up with
Katsuhara.
the
Well, if James would have come back, we technically needed to run for third.
Oh shit.
Oh, he's gone.
Yeah, we needed to run for third.
Let me get him back in.
He's got 2 minutes to get here. I'm gonna message him myself. Yeah, we need to run it between. Let me pull this bracket up. We need to run it between Ruthless and Agreed for third. Because we got Damien, Kai, and then out of those two, we need to run Ruthless and Agreed.
We still got a battle for third.
Yeah, Agreed's still in here. He need to stay. We need to get um, Ruthless back in here. He's got 2 minutes.
I
All
volunteer.
right,
You.
I got something to add. So the run with me and Damien with the contact, I clipped it, and y'all missed the tire drop on him. Not the one that you guys were talking about from the hard contact, which I.
You talking about the
I'll
man,
let
he
y'all
was
handle that. I muted him
on the
because of
outer
stream.
zone?
Yo, Ruthless. Where you at, my guy? We need to get your run in for third.
Yeah. We got
Yeah, we saw that.
that we
The,
called that.
the first outer zone there.
Y'all didn't. Y'all never said that.
The first of the 3 touch and
He
goes on
tired
the.
twice, and he gets it. Crazy.
Well, you pushed him to drop the tire on the second
I did
inner.
not push him. I barely tapped him
It's contact though on a transition.
after he had a hard ass
contact.
decel.
It was a pretty
contact
good
on
bump.
transition.
After him saying that he doesn't handbrake like contact.
We're in the middle of the stream.
Well,
I don't want
I'll show y'all the clip.
to. I have the clip on stream.
That's the thing, right? So as though when you
Tired
did-
twice.
if you go back to the stream, right, and rewind, you can hear me say, y'all don't have a marker to start with to say where they can
invited him
decel
up?
and where it's over and where they can't decel at. So if they slow down right there, that's gonna be a problem right there. So you contacted him on the inner clip of 1. So then you hit him, which pushed him to rearrange his line going into inner. Did you touch him? Okay.
You're not calling that he pushed me. I didn't hit him enough to push him at all.
The call's the call. We all 3 saw it and all 3 agreed on it.
And yet he tired again. After.
Yeah, but the reason he tired again is because you pushed him off of his line, which caused him to swing wide after that
I didn't
second.
even push him enough for him to get off his line.
We
and
got
he did a
another
whole
run to
other
do. We can
transition,
settle
right,
this
a whole
later.
nother
We can
corner,
settle this later.
and then tired.
Oh my Jesus Christ.
That's why I said, bro, we ain't count the first tire drop because you hit him.
All right,
I moved him to lobby 1. I moved him to lobby 1. We gotta do Ruthless. I just moved him.
Yep.
We gotta do Ruthless and Agreed. Agreed's leading. We can settle that after.
Yep.
All right.
I know I said it. I was like, yo.
It's fine. Hey, move on. It's nothing. It's nothing, man. We're good. We'll handle that afterwards. We need Agreed to move up.
All right, we got Agreed and Ruthless James battling for third place podium finish. Here we go, Agreed in the lead, taking off on Ruthless into the first inner clip. Ruthless dropping a tire on the inner clip, coming into the touch and goes. Agreed drops the tire on the touch and go, misses the third touch and go across the fourth here. Good proximity on that fourth touch and go, and finishing strongly with Ruthless getting up on that bumper. All right, we're gonna stack them up here at the start line again with Ruthless in the chase, or in the lead this time.
You may go ahead, Justin.
Yep, we're good.
All right, here we go. Cone car sending them off. Coming into the initiation here. good chase by Greed coming into the clips, into the touch and go area, across the crosswalk, with a Greed right on that rear quarter panel into the finish line. Beautiful run there.
Way to come back off the coffee break. Way to come back off the coffee break.
I think I got to give. I think I got to give that to Ruthless overall.
Yeah, I think let me go back. Did Agree drop a tire on the crosswalk? Yeah, I know he was very, very close.
Yeah, he did.
He definitely dropped on his lead.
Hold on, I'm watching now. That's just gonna be the determining factor for me. Yeah, he did. Yeah, I gotta get that to Ruthless. If he didn't, well, I don't know, because he missed that zone coming out of the crosswalk too. Yeah, I gotta go to Ruthless on that one.
Yeah. I know that initiation was kind of wonky. As far as proximity though, Ruthless had a good lead. Laid down a solid line, and he was definitely pulling through all the transitions, and Agreed was pulling him, trying to reel him back in. I felt like Ruthless was still pulling away until the final two, where Agreed was able to build up some speed and just really, come back on him. But by that time, Ruthless was in the same position. Yeah. So y'all both went Agreed or Ruthless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So that's already 2-1, regardless of the way that would go. So that's just gonna go to Ruthless. So let me put this up here.
I'm watching this run again right now between Damien and Agreed. And it definitely knocked him out far enough to push him out there.
That's why so I mean, it's not like we can be like, oh, you didn't hit him hard enough or whatever. Like, did you hit him? And that's why he got quiet. That's why I was like, yeah, well, if you hit him,
Yeah, I mean,
there you go right there. And you heard us say, I was like, well, if you hit him, then we got to excuse that tire drop coming from Damien on inner clip too, because he had to rearrange his line. But we'll count that. But we'll count that tire drop going into the outer three, going into the crosswalk.
Well, and if you look at it, the reason that Agreed hit him is because Agreed hit his e-brake and over-angled into that, and he hit him ass to ass. That caused Damien's ass end to swing out farther, which caused him to take that wider and hit that second inner clip and go inside on that second inner clip.
You said ass to ass. What do you mean by that?
I mean, when he came, he hit his tail end to his tail end. Damien Agreed hit his left quarter panel to Damien's right rear.
I'm just joking with you. I'm just joking with you.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, he hit him. It was ass to ass. So I was like, oh, what do you mean by that? What do you
That's
mean?
gonna conclude that stream. We're gonna come back Friday. We're gonna do a top 8 double elimination bracket with the top 8 for tonight. First place going to Damien, second to Kai Sahara, and third to Ruthless tonight. Like I said, top 8 Friday double elimination. That'll conclude week 1. We'll start back again next Monday for week 2.